slide away from the fire. So we're going to have a little fireside chat here today. I haven't had one since last year, but we do have the fire going today. It is raining outside today, and it is quite chilly outside today. That's why I have the long johns underneath my t-shirt. So anyway, so it's we're trying to get more organized in the house here. We started working on that today, Heather and I did, and there's a long way to go. It definitely needs to be organized because it is a little bit of a cluster, you know what. So, but that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get it squared away. But just trying to get organized with things, and you know, these things happen. But it is trying to create space to put things is quite interesting. But we'll figure it all out. We'll be all right. So, but yeah. So that's it has been unbelievable. Like I said, trying to get things squared away here. But anyway, I want to talk about LaPalma, the volcano. If I could speak properly, it might help a little bit. The volcano on the Canary Islands. Now that volcano has been going off. Today's day 34. Started September 19th, and so it has continued to erupt this whole time. It has created 48 new hectare-acres. It's what they call it, hectare-acres of land, since the lava has gone all the way to the sea in spots. There's a new spot getting ready to break through to the sea, and so it's creating new land. Now, so my one question would definitely be is, who owns that land? All these new acres that are being created because of the volcanic ash and stuff. It's just a weird curiosity question. I mean, I wonder who would end up owning that, because it's new land. It's, you know, so anyway, I think that's kind of interesting. More than 2,000 buildings, I believe, have been destroyed. I think it's 2,100 and something have been destroyed. You know, they're looking at having rain today in LaPalma, which you would think, well, so what, big deal. But you mix rain with ash, all right, and if you have a bunch of this ash on your roof and it mixes with rain, it turns it into cement. Very, very difficult to get off, and you have the danger of collapse on the houses have a danger of collapsing because of that. And as more ash is coming out and it's raining, it just makes for a complete mess. Not a whole lot of fun for those folks. But excuse me. And then again, if it's in the streets, it's like a nightmare scenario as far as having to deal with that, and it'd be very, very difficult to get rid of that afterwards. Like I said, a lot of businesses have been destroyed as well, and I know they do a lot of banana plantations on the island, and so those are unfortunately some of the risks you take with being in an area that has a huge volcano. The thing I want to talk about, the volcano doesn't seem to be dissipating. It seems to be accelerating. So they have, realistically, the volcanologists, they can guess on things, they can speculate all they want, but they really don't know. And so basically what they use these type of events for is learning experiences, which is, that's a good thing in a way, but they don't know what this volcano is going to do. The earthquakes have become more active. They just had a 4.8 earthquake the other day, down at 34, it's down 34 meters or something like that, the depth of, and so, it's, I think it was that, or maybe, I know it was, let's see, I'm trying to remember, it's not, I'm trying to think of the metric term, kilometers, I think that's what it was, 34 kilometers down, I believe, was the depth of the earthquake. So this volcano is not done by a long shot, and if it really completely blew, what is going to be the effect of that, and what's going to end up happening with that? Will we have that landslide that has been talked about, when you have this huge area that could slide off and go into the ocean? because it is definitely weakened, and with all these continuous earthquakes, it doesn't make the stability of it any better. If that happens, again, what would the effect be? And they've talked about a major tsunami hitting the east coast of the United States. And, there's going to be people that are going to come on here and they're going to discredit it and say, no, 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 no. But realistically, none of us know for sure. Okay? So you can have all your speculations that you would like, and that's great. But I'm a big believer in you prepare for the worst and you hope for the best. So what I would encourage people on the East Coast to do, if you live within 15 to 20 miles of the coast, have an exit strategy. Have a plan just in case. See what I'm saying here? Just in case. I'm not like, oh my God, it's coming and this is going to happen and you're all going to be underwater. No, I'm never going to do that. I'm not trying to cause fear or panic. What I want to encourage you to do is be proactive. The more proactive you are, the less panic that you will have. Where other people will be panicking, you will be implementing your plan. So having an idea of how to get out of the area that you're in without using main roads, because the main roads would be absolutely clogged with everybody trying to get out at the same time, then you're going to have accidents and you're going to have traffic jams. And what you're trying to do is put enough distance between yourself and the shoreline to be safe and for your families to be safe. So knowing your secondary routes, knowing how to get out of those locations is a very, very smart thing. Because if a 35 to 50 meter high tsunami comes in, I don't care how prepared you are for that, you're not going to survive that. That's a fact, okay? So to have that game plan, know where you need to go, know what you need to take care of, to facilitate your own safety and the safety of your family. You're going to have a window. It's going to be a very narrow window, 7-8 hours max. Okay, and it may sound like a long time, but if you are stuck in a traffic jam that's not going anywhere, you're better off to get out and go on foot and try to put miles between you and the coastline. And now, how many miles can you walk in 7 hours? That's something else you need to think about. Getting to higher ground, having alternative modes of transportation, either a bicycle or something to that effect. You can do that, and that's going to put you in a better position to put more miles behind you, in a shorter period of time. Like I said, yes.
It might sound silly, but scooters are collapsible, and they're like this big. You're going to get a lot faster.
Well, come out here and explain, please. So Heather has a suggestion.
Okay, so I was thinking scooters are pretty collapsible. They'll go down to this size and like this thin. You can just keep that in your car, and it might seem silly to scooter around, but you're going to go a lot faster on the scooter than you are on foot.
As long as you have the gas for that, yeah.
No.
And those will have a real good...
No gas, just a normal scooter.
Oh, okay. the kind that you push with your foot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just that type. You can glide on if you're going downhill, or you can glide.
That's
No gas or anything.
That's a good point.
And they do collapse down.
Yes, okay. Be honest with you, as an adult, I would have not have thought of that.
Well, on my college campus, tons of people scooter around. So, and they get a lot faster to class, so.
Well, there you go. So there's some good advice as well. Having a scooter, a small one that you can break down and keep stored up in your car. It's not going to take up a lot of room in your trunk. That's very good advice, Heather. Thank you. See, this is what the good thing is. When you have different people looking at things from a different perspective, it makes all the difference in the world. See, I was thinking bicycle because you can collapse bicycles too, but they're going to take up a lot more room than a scooter would. And so, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. I appreciate that.
Big brain thoughts today.
Oh, awesome. Hey, you know what? But the thing is someone who's never used a scooter or have any desire to use a scooter, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, there's some very good advice. So, again, have alternate means of transportation. And that's actually an absolutely excellent one because it doesn't take up a lot of room. So, that's very cool. I never would have thought of that. But again, yeah, you can cover a lot more ground faster with that, especially if there's small hills and stuff like that. And even if you have to, carry it on an uphill climb, so what? It's not that heavy. So, very cool. All right, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts. how dangerous do you think the possibility is that something may occur with LaPalma on a major scale? Now, of course, you're going to have your pundits on here that have all the expertise advice, that have no medical degrees and no volcanology degrees or any of those type of things, but just have their opinions. Whatever, that's fine. I'm a big believer in hedging your bets. So I'm not saying that, oh my God, this is going to happen. That's not what I'm saying at all. I don't live in fear. I don't, do any of that type of stuff. What I'm going to always do is that I'm going to encourage you to be as ready as you possibly can be. That's what I'm going to do. If you heed that advice, great. If you don't, that's up to you. But when something does happen, if you don't listen to people and have an alternative thinking pattern, it could cost you your life. So that's something to think about as well. So anyway, I am going to jump off of this video. I hope you have enjoyed the fire, our first fireside chat of the year, and the house definitely needs more organization, and I am going to be continuing to work on that. Well, like I said, today's a good day for that because it is raining, so I'm not outside doing stuff outside. So we did, believe it or not, we already did a lot of organizing today. There is a lot more to do, so, and I realize that. This table is a nightmare to my right, and it has to be organized as well, and it will be. But like I said, again, it's just it's a matter of the time to do it. And like I said, I haven't been home, and I've been very busy. The other day, moving all that stone, and it kicked my butt pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, I kind of just took a chill day because I was sore. But that happens, and I really needed to catch up on some sleep, which I did. But anyway, so there we are, folks. Remember also, I want you to really mention really quickly my website, preparedness1.com. We have the Preparedness 1 community on my website, preparedness1.com. So if you go there, you will see PN1 community. If you click on that, it will take you there. You do have to register, but it is free to join. No credit card information is asked. Once you're registered and you're in, you can read the message boards. You can go in there and try to find somebody in your state or in your country like-minded, and try to find something to that effect. And that will make a big, big difference with what you do. So definitely take advantage of that. Also, on my website, we have the Forefathers, which is the CBD and hemp store. And so that is something also that's important to make sure that you're taking care of that as well. And CBD and hemp products help with a lot of things. They really make a big difference with pain levels and those type of things. So if you go to my website, preparedness1.com, you see the Forefathers logo. You click on it, it will take you to their website. Once you are over there, and if you decide to make a CBD or hemp purchase, you can save yourself 15% on that purchase when you check out by using the discount code PrepperNurse1. So definitely take advantage of that as well. Last on my thing I'm going to talk about on my website, if you go preppernurse1.com, you click on store, it will drop down, you will see Legacy Foods. You click on that, what we have available is there. So if you decide to make a purchase, definitely take advantage of that as well. And freeze-dried food is a great alternative to have with your food storage preps. It gives you something different to be able, different taste, different texture, and it has a 25-year shelf life. It is GMO free. There are gluten options available for people that need that. It is also vegetarian, but there are beef and chicken options that can be purchased separately. Also, it is the largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies. So definitely take advantage of that and stock up, because the shipping times are extended. I think I mentioned that in my live stream last night. They are now up to 15 to 20 business days. If you place an order, it may take that long before it even ships out. So that's something that you need to take into consideration. If you have an order in and you're waiting for something, please be patient. Everybody will get their orders. It may take a little bit longer than we had hoped, but that's how it goes, unfortunately. When you have a lot of these companies dealing with issues, that's what happens, okay? So anyway, I am going to jump off here for now. Remember, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. We're one race called the human race, so I think people need to take that into consideration as well. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. I hope everybody has a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.